The Journey to the Middle Way, Siddhartha's Awakening. In a time long ago, in the lush lands of ancient India, there lived a prince named Siddhartha. He was born into luxury, surrounded by opulence and comfort. Yet, despite his privileged life, Siddhartha felt a deep yearning within him, a calling for something greater, something real. As he explored the world beyond the palace walls, he encountered the harsh realities of life: sickness, aging, and death. These encounters ignited a fire in his heart, one that would lead him on a profound journey. Siddhartha left his life of luxury, determined to find the truth that eluded him. He sought out the most revered teachers of his time, immersing himself in their teachings. He practiced meditation, focusing his mind intensely. Yet, after years of devotion, he felt no closer to enlightenment. Frustrated but undeterred, he turned to extreme asceticism, believing that suffering would lead him to liberation. He fasted for days, ate almost nothing, and subjected his body to grueling physical challenges. Each day was a test of endurance, a struggle against the flesh that left him weak and frail. As he sat beneath the Bodhi tree, he was skeletal and fraught with pain. Yet in that moment of desperation, Siddhartha had a revelation. He realized that neither indulgence nor extreme denial would lead him to lasting peace. In his body's frailty, he understood that balance was the key. With a newfound clarity, he chose to embrace the middle way, not too much and not too little, a path of moderation. Siddhartha began to nourish his body, choosing wholesome food and allowing himself rest. As he regained his strength, he reflected deeply on the lessons he had learned. He marveled at the concept of balance, feeling a sense of harmony grow within him. Instead of clinging to extremes, he realized that true wisdom lay in understanding life as it is, complex, challenging, and ever-changing. Siddhartha's journey was not just about himself, it was about the world around him. With each passing day, he felt a growing connection to all living beings. His heart expanded with compassion for those who suffered, for those who were lost like he had once been. He began to understand that life is a tapestry of experiences, woven together by joy and sorrow, pleasure and pain. Finally, as he sat beneath the Bodhi tree, Siddhartha entered a deep meditative state. He reflected on the truths he had uncovered, the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. With every breath, he felt a surge of enlightenment wash over him. He understood the nature of suffering, the causes of suffering, the possibility of the cessation of suffering, and the path leading to that cessation. The middle way was not merely a doctrine, it was a way of life, a commitment to balance in every thought and action. Emerging from his meditation, Siddhartha was no longer just a prince. He had become the Buddha, the awakened one. Filled with compassion and wisdom, he was ready to share his insights with the world. He traveled to the city of Varanasi, where he delivered his first teaching to a group of 5 ascetics who had once been his companions. They had also sought the truth, but through severe denial. Now, through the voice of the Buddha, they would learn that liberation comes not from extremes, but from a balanced approach to life. In that serene setting, Siddhartha delivered his teachings with clarity and compassion. He spoke of the middle way, urging them to embrace moderation in their lives. He explained that life is filled with suffering, but it is not the suffering itself that binds us. Rather, it is our attachment to desire and aversion. By letting go of these extremes and finding balance, we can experience true freedom. The 5 ascetics listened intently, their hearts awakening to the truth in his words. They realized that Siddhartha's journey mirrored their own struggles and aspirations. They, too, had been caught in the trap of extremes, believing that suffering was the only path to enlightenment. The Buddha's message resonated deeply within them, dissolving their doubts and fears. They embraced the middle way and became his first disciples. As the days turned into months, Siddhartha, now the Buddha, traveled across the land, sharing his teachings with anyone who would listen. Some were skeptical, while others found solace in his words. With every interaction, he demonstrated the power of compassion, showing that true enlightenment lies in understanding and accepting the human experience. Through his teachings, the Buddha touched the hearts of many. He taught that we all face challenges, whether external or internal. Life is filled with ups and downs, successes and failures, but it is in our response to these challenges that we find our strength. The middle way empowers us to confront our struggles without being overwhelmed by them. As the sun set over the horizon, casting a warm golden glow, the Buddha often sat in silence, reflecting on his journey. He knew that the path of balance was not always easy. It required constant self-awareness and effort. But he also understood that every step taken on this path was a step toward enlightenment. His journey had taught him that when we embrace the middle way, we can rise above our circumstances and create a life filled with purpose, compassion, and wisdom. In a world that often pulls us toward extremes, Siddhartha's story is a beacon of hope and guidance. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. Each of us can find balance by acknowledging our feelings, understanding the impermanence of life, and letting go of judgments. We can choose to respond to challenges with compassion rather than fear, and we can cultivate a sense of peace within ourselves. So, let us take Siddhartha's profound teachings to heart. As we navigate our own journeys, may we remember to find the middle way in our lives. Let us embrace balance, knowing that it leads to lasting wisdom and inner peace. The world needs our compassion, and by walking the path of the middle way, we can inspire others to do the same. Conclusion. Siddhartha's journey from prince to Buddha teaches us that true wisdom lies in balance. By avoiding extremes and embracing moderation, we can navigate the complexities of life with grace and understanding. Each moment is an opportunity to practice the middle way, to cultivate compassion, and to live authentically. Remember, the path to enlightenment is not a destination but a journey we can all embark on together.